Hi, my name is Chad Moores. Thank you so much for tuning in to Geek Weekly. Just a couple of things before we start the show. Today is the 1st of January in 2014, so Happy New Year to everybody. I just wanted to let you know that the recording that you're going to be hearing is from last night, which was the 31st of December on 2013. We started off pretty strong, had a lot of great interviews with a lot of our friends at the party that we ended up going to, and we talked we talked about Zelda, we talked about The Walking Dead, we talked about tons of different geek-related stuff, got a little bit off topic on a couple of things, and talked about non-geek-related things, but that's kind of the nature of a live podcast. And so I was told that I'm not allowed to edit anything out or do anything with this, so I'm not even listening to it because I will start editing if that is the case. We had quite a few drinks. So bear with us on that, but I hope that you probably will enjoy that, with us being intoxicated. So I really hope that you that you enjoy it anyways. And we'll see you in about a week or so to record our next episode. Again, Happy New Year, and we can only hope that this is going to be our best year ever. We already have quite a lot of people on our Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, you can find that link on the bottom on the description. Also, just wanted to let you know that you can email us at any time with anything you want to email us at chadanmfilms@gmail.com. That is pronounced chadanmfilms@gmail.com, but spelled chadanmfilms@gmail.com. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Are we live? We're live.
We are?
Hey, welcome to Geek Weekly. Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve, bro.
Yes, oh my goodness, here we are. Awesome. We are working on the audio, on the video right now. Our technician, Brendan. Yeah, we'll have it up running as soon as we can. But we are here. Hello.
We are here.
This is
Hello,
Chris.
yeah,
Chris
we got...
owns the house.
Okay, hi Chris, how you doing? Tell us about yourself.
Well, this is the owner, or actually the renter of the house, and we're making it happen. And this is New Year's Eve, I believe. It might be New Year's Day.
You almost got it.
No, it's not New Year's Day yet.
Yeah, you're a little gone. Okay, so... Yeah, we have a whole party going on in the background right now. I'm here.
This is the background. The party's the foreground.
The background is going. Yes, it is. Yeah, we're having. I just got here like 15 minutes ago.
You did.
I had a crazy day today.
I'm pretty impressed you fucking got here on time.
I'm surprised myself. Trust me. It was
quite the impressive feat.
You have no idea. It was the hardest thing to get here, and I was on edge like all day making sure I got here because I had.
Are we recording this as well? So it's going to go up for later on.
It should be recording. Yes, yes,
Brendo,
and we got a nod from Brendo. We are going to be. I call
got
him Brendo, by the way. If anybody doesn't know that, Brendan, my friend Brendan, I call him Brendo. When I call him, like I'll go, "Hello, Brendo." That's just how I do the things.
I feel like you have to qualify for that name. So we got
to qualify.
Yeah, like you gotta get that right first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've
I know.
definitely earned that right because you know him for so long.
Yeah, and you know what? He's never gotten mad about it. So I mean, I keep doing it. I myself say it, and I guess my girlfriend Tammy, she says that she was the one that came up with it. I disagree with her completely, but we talk about this about every single time I say Brenda. She goes, that was me that said that, ha ha ha, and I'm like, no, it was me.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she's listening to this right now. So.
Is she listening to this? We got
if you're listening.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party,
what the
Tammy.
Fuck are you not
if
doing?
You're listening to this, text me. I want to know if you heard any of that. So give me a text. So where are we right now? We're in Londonderry.
Hey, do you know that we surpassed 200 fans?
We did surpass 200 fans. Thank you so much, fans, for listening in. I'm very, very excited about that.
You should be here with us.
Yes, they should be here.
They should be here next year.
Yes, we have some newcomers walking in.
Too.
Oh my God!
Hey, it's Alex.
Hey, Alex! Hey! My friend Alex from Uno's, where I used to work, where I met Jeremy, actually just walked in. I'm very excited to see him. I haven't seen him since I left Uno's, so it's been quite a long time. Sorry if it's a little loud, but people just walked in, so they don't realize that we're recording. Yeah, this is a great time. We're all having a great time over here, having some drinks and waiting for the new year. Alex, come here. Come here, Alex.
Hello.
Alex, You remember me, don't you?
I do.
Yes, that's a good thing.
It's card tricks and the money that it made.
Yes, I used to do magic tricks for our tables at Uno's.
I couldn't forget. So.
Yes, we're actually, we're recording tonight, right? Did you hear about this?
I figured this. I didn't know we were recording, but now.
Yeah,
now I do.
Now you do. Okay.
I'm talking to a microphone now. I kind of.
You understand? We're talking to live viewers right now.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
They're not viewing me.
Which you'll also
me.
Well, you're not. I'm not reviewing you. I'm just saying hi to you because I missed you, and because I'm recording, I don't have a chance to actually say hi to you unless I get you on the air.
We did get cutest couple.
We did get cutest couple, the two of us. Yes, we did.
The military boss wouldn't allow it.
No, that was too bad because if I wasn't with Tammy, I was gonna ask you.
Right, and
I would
have asked you, but I kind of like the fantasy better than the reality.
Yeah, it would have been a lot of fun. All right, so a lot of newcomers. I should just grab somebody. Here, come here. Come here. What's your name?
This is my girlfriend now.
Girlfriend?
I hope it doesn't, interfere with what we just talked about.
No. Oh, it's okay. Congratulations. You grabbed a good one. Alex is one of my. What was really awesome. I'm actually really sad we never kept in contact after we left Uno's. Yeah.
Oh, here we are.
So how are you doing?
Good.
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Delia.
Delia? Yeah. It's really nice to meet you, Delia. Yeah, we're just kind of here. We're just recording some stuff, and me and Jeremy. I'm sure you know Jeremy by now. Yeah, he's my co-host on Geek Weekly. So we're just kind of doing. So yeah, we're just doing some live broadcasting right now. My friend Brendan right now is trying to figure out the video for this because right now we only have audio.
Oh yeah, it's much
and
more
we're trying to get.
Video.
Yeah, we have to get the video up, and we haven't gotten it up yet just because I got a new computer and it's not working with the webcam right now. So he's trying to get a driver to work. So he's working away right now. Yes, I'm glad I brought him because if I didn't bring him, then I probably wouldn't have gotten here on the right time and all that stuff. So yeah, it's really awesome. So anyways, go enjoy yourself. I just wanted to come and talk to you for a little second. It's nice to meet you. All right, if you're just tuning in right now, my name is Chad Morris. Welcome to Geek Weekly, the weekly podcast for everything Geek Speak. Oh, we have some more people.
What's going on?
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
My buddy Bob wants to talk on the podcast.
Bob, what would you like to talk about? We have so much geek stuff to rely.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, we'll talk about a TV show, a comic book, a movie, anything you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about, buddy?
Well, apparently Joey wants me to talk about maybe my characters I invented up in my back of my brain called Meat Man.
Meat Man?
Yes.
Okay. Is that like related to Meat Boy, the indie game?
No, Meat Man is more of an inappropriate kind of a character. His let's say his package is actually overdrawn, oversized.
Yep.
And whenever he says someone to, let's say he meets outdoors, hey, nice to meet you, Meat Man will say something like, oh, it's a pleasure. And then he jams his piece down his throat, and you hear him go, So, me and my friends kind of make some stories, and we made like...
Do you ever thought about doing like a comic book or anything like that, or is it just
I
always
wanted to make a comic book. My friend Jay wanted to be the artist to draw it out.
What, Jeremy? Or
Yep, Jay wanted to draw it out.
And you know what? He told me about he was trying to work with somebody to do something eventually, and I
Yes.
think that must have been you that he was talking about, unless he was cheating on both of us, because I would like to do something also. So, but he did say on the air, one of our old podcasts, he said, I do have prior commitment, so it might have been you, or it might have been someone else.
It might have been me, because when we were little growing up, we thought of that idea. In fact, when I was 16, maybe 17, I was going through one of my friends, pornographic magazines, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I saw like numbers, and it says MEAT, capital letters, and this is how the Meat Man got born. I was thinking about the word meat. And then at the same time, my friend was playing a game called Conker's Bad Fur Day for the Nintendo 64.
Nice.
And I saw this caveman guy really huge, and I was like, hey, if I made a guy named Meat Man, he would look like exactly like that, except instead of with a small package, guy has the size of like an elephant trunk.
Nice.
Downstairs or something really huge.
Well, if your name is Meat and you're going for a pornographic kind of thing, I understand that that's what you would want to do. So.
Well, I'm not trying to do pornographic. I'm more in comedy.
Do you do stand up at all, or have you done?
No, I never done stand up.
I started doing stand up at around 16, so I've actually done stand up before.
Okay.
Yeah, for quite a. I did it since I was 16, on and off.
I was thinking about doing it. My friend actually talked me into doing it, but I was.
And you haven't done it yet?
No.
Hey, you know what? Give it a shot. Now, it is hard. Now, see, me being an actor, I have done a lot of shows, and I don't get nervous during shows, whether it's my singing or my dancing or my acting, whatever, because they're just judging me on my ability to act, and sing and dance.
Right.
But when you go out and they judge, they judge not just on the show and how you do, but they judge on the writing and the story and everything. You know, they judge on what you have for a background or, you know, for a set. But when you're a comedian, they judge everything is you.
Yep.
Everything is you. So if you
have
have
the spotlight, that's how it is.
you really have the spotlight. So it is the most nerve-wracking thing to do. And I've done it before, and it is nerve-wracking. But once you get those people laughing, it is the best feeling in the world because you know that you are the only one that infected them to be the way that they are being right now, which is laughing or being really happy and stuff like that. Because they could have shitty lives. They could be doing something else. I mean, you know, they're all upset. They've just had an argument with their girlfriend, and all of a sudden they go out. They see a comedian and they forget about that. They just sit there and they laugh. They enjoy themselves. They get to forget their lives for a little bit, which is the same with any kind of show. But with stand-up, it is you. It is just you. So I do suggest doing it because it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. So definitely look into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I was little, I actually had a dream. I don't know, something creative, maybe like being an actor, being a singer.
Yeah.
I went to like karaoke bars. I've sang songs. I made a crowd go crazy. Actually, they enjoyed my voice. I don't know. I wanted a dream of something, and then I thought of like something funny, like stories. You know, I've been writing books. I've been writing a lot of things. Some of it was Meat Man, personally. Some of it was like science, like kind of like a Star Wars mixed with like Terminator style theme base.
Nice.
I made like 10 books. I made characters. I made like a big plot twist on each book. I put a lot of thought into it.
But you know what? You have to keep going because you know what? If you don't keep going, you're not going to get the recognition that you want.
Yeah.
And you know what? I went through 2 years of not doing a show, and I used to do a show every year, a few times a year, since I was like 5 years old. You know what I mean? And when I went through those 2 years of not doing anything, it was killing me. And then I went and just did a show in the fall, and I loved it. I had such a great time, and I'm getting back into doing shows again. So you really should do something, you know?
I was
get
thinking
out
about
there.
it. Jay said the same thing to me. I should push my dreams. Keep going.
Hey, pursue it. And you know what? It's hard because you know what? When you pursue your dreams, especially entertainment-wise, you can get tired and you can get poor. But the best thing to do is pursue them because it's rewarding, not financially most of the time, but it's rewarding spiritually, and it makes you feel better about yourself, and it makes you feel happy.
Yep.
Trust me, right now, when I stopped doing the shows, I was really just down in the dumps, and I wasn't really happy. I wasn't like depressed or anything like that, but you know, I wasn't as happy as I used to be when I used to do shows. So so keep going.
I wrote my
give it a try.
I wrote my stories. I've been writing a lot of things. I didn't throw them away though. I didn't give up on my dreams. I just cast them aside for now.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about getting back into it. Jay keeps on pushing me, saying, "Hey, bro, listen, we got to get back on your stories, man. You got to, we got to keep on going with the stories. I need to draw. I need to draw out your characters. Give me an image. Let me know what you got. I gotta see what you need."
Yeah, keep going. All right. Well, thank you so much. What's your name again?
Bob Mazza.
Bob Massa, thank you so much for coming into the show, and maybe we'll see you again later in a little bit. All right, thank you so much for coming in. Go and enjoy yourself. Go get a couple of drinks or something like that. If you're just tuning in, my name is Chad Moores. Thank you so much for coming in, and this is Geek Weekly. Hold on one second. Thank you very much. How long have you not been? Can we? Hey, we're out of internet. Can you plug it back on? It's back on? That's what I said. It was out for a second. Oh, it's back on now? Are we back on live? Is that better? Okay, sorry about that. We just muted it by a second. All right. So you were caught in the fire, weren't you?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't caught in.
But you were part of it. I mean, you had your stuff kind of fired in. I mean,
everything got burned. I fortunately wasn't in the fire. Jeremy was in the house when it started up.
And that's a fortunate thing is that he got out.
He got out.
And I'm so sorry that happened. I mean, I haven't seen you since the last house party.
Don't be
at your
sorry.
house.
Everything has been taken care of.
Yeah.
Human people have shown their kindness. We are back on our feet. We're fine.
And
I mean, we got so much clothes. just not everything's okay now.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for that because I really care for Jeremy and you guys, you and your girlfriend. I mean, you guys have you guys have really shown a lot of niceness and kindness. So it's really nice to see you guys back, since I haven't seen you since the last house party that you guys had before it burnt down. It's been a while, and I'm so glad that you're back here and you got a lot of your stuff back, a lot of your sound equipment.
Absolutely.
Because he had a lot of sound equipment at his house that got and he had to kind of go through this twice. So this has really been hard for
Yeah, it's the second time. First time, Katrina.
you. Yeah, not the easiest thing. I'm so sorry.
But anyway, I am coming back stronger than before. Right now, we're better than ever. We have a place that's beautiful. We're able to host this party. We're blessed.
And thank you so
We're
much for
blessed.
coming and for letting us host this here. I mean, especially considering that, we're doing this and getting to host the podcast live here. I mean, that's really so nice of you to let us do that.
Yeah, it's amazing that I'm able to, especially after everything that we've been through.
Yeah.
So,
Have you listened to the podcast at all?
I have.
Yeah.
And I've heard of a lot of your other channels, and I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah. You've listened. You've seen some of the videos that I posted, right?
Shadam.
Yes, that is actually what I do.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. We're getting ready to start a fire out there because it's about 15 degrees outside.
Yeah. Well, if people are going to be outside, you got to have, it's 10:17 right now, so.
It's time to get that fire started.
Yeah, I would go do that. Why don't you go do that? And thank you so much for being part of this.
Yep.
Why don't you go over that and I'll see you later. Come back if you have anything else to talk about. Anything geek related or even not geek related. I don't even care today. You go right ahead. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for coming in.
Happy New Year. Shadam.
Thank you so much. All right, so it's just me right now. My name is Chad Morris. Thank you so much. If you're just tuning in right now, my name is Chad Morris. Welcome to Geek Weekly, everything geek speak. Today is New Year's Eve. We are talking about whatever we want to talk about today because we have a little party going on. I'm actually going to grab somebody. Do you want me to grab her? Hey, Julie. No, Julie, why don't you come over? No one can see you. They can just hear you. Julie, do you want to come over?
Who wants pizza?
All right, apparently pizza's being served. That's just great. And Jeremy's serving it. Jeremy, we're not, we have no one right now. So how you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good, man. I've had a couple of beers. Not
Yeah?
gonna lie.
You're feeling good?
12. I'm good.
Yeah, well-
Hey, did you meet Bob the accountant?
I
Con
did.
by
I
day,
met.
rapist
I
by
met.
night? No, that's Bob. Did you meet Bob the accountant?
No, I
I'm gonna
haven't.
Go get him.
Go get him for me, because I would love to meet him. My name is Chad Morris. This is Geek Weekly. I'm so excited. I think we're finding somebody else to talk to right now.
You guys speak up now because we gotta get a fucking order in. I got Buffalo. What's the money took? Let's do this.
I'm actually going to just find out what real quick. Hey, Brendan, how many viewers do we have right now?
One, us.
You have one.
I'm watching the stream.
Okay, well, that's okay.
I had 3 before the net went down, but they left apparently. So
Okay, that's fine. All right, well, you know what? Because the good thing is that we're still recording this, right? We're recording it, so that's okay. So that means that we will have maybe more recorders, more people coming on. So you never know. All right, so Steven, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about anything? You have anything geek related? Anything, absolutely anything. Any TV shows, games you're playing right now?
Not really.
Nothing. Steven, you're not helping me. Thank you so much.
Gotta go. Oh, here's Bob the accountant. One of our best friends. Talk about Bob the accountant. All right. Sam and
Bob the
Katie can
accountant.
tell you. Bob is it's his best friend. One of our best friends.
Jeremy's
Right?
best
Known him for like 8 years.
Not Bob the Meat
Not-
Man.
All right, Bob the accountant is actually here right now.
He does have nipples.
Right?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, no. He likes the good stuff. Hey, Bob, you gotta calm down over here. Calm down over here.
Yeah, thank you. Everyone's looking at my own phone case that has it's a purple Game Boy Color case for my iPhone. Apparently, Bob actually came upstairs. He just got here, so he's a blue alien actually. He's actually filling me up right now. All right, he is a blue blow-up alien. Apparently, Bob the accountant is an alien, so that is actually way more disappointing than I thought. So, Mike, I need you here. Come here. Mike, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah? Do you want to host for a second while I go get something to drink?
Okay, I can host for a second.
All right,
While you
just
go
welcome
get
to the
something
Geek
drink.
Weekly and tell them what we're doing.
What's going on, guys? We are at New Year's Eve, December 31st of 2013, going on to January 1st of 2014. We are in Londonderry, New Hampshire at this New Year's Eve party. My name is Joey Mullet or Michelle Boulet, and I am hosting at the moment while Chad goes and gets something to drink. So, Chris,
yeah.
what's going on?
What's up, man? Hosting the party back.
Are we gonna blow some stuff up later?
Yeah, we got some fireworks. We got some sparklers that we're gonna wrap up with electrical tape and turn them into IEDs. Actually, they're just bombs that have to be detonated remotely. Actually, not remotely. It'll be right on spot.
So in layman's terms, we are going to blow stuff up later, folks.
Exactly.
Yeah, blowing stuff up is gonna be cool. And now we are going to get a few words from. We need a few words from Bob the accountant. Excuse me, Bob the accountant. Can we get some words from Bob? Do you want to speak on Bob's behalf?
Yeah, listen, let me explain this Bob the accountant to you, all right? Bob is an accountant by day, all right? He used to blend in with the fucking local population. He's a rapist by night. Level 3. It's fucking extreme. I don't know what to tell you. This guy, we met him about 8 years ago. 8 years back, we met this guy. He came to Earth to learn sex organs. Oh, he's touching my balls right now.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
It's all right. He likes it.
back to Saddam.
Just touch my nuts.
All right, back to Saddam. Here we go.
Oh, apparently.
What's going on, everybody? That was Joe Gimbal. So we're good now. We're back online? Okay, we're back online. I'm sorry, Brendan. Everybody, I accidentally hit the mute button on the microphone, and I promise not to do that again, because then nobody will be able to hear what I'm saying. And, hey, Pierre, come here and talk. Talk to the people of Geek Weekly. All right. Say what's going on.
I would just like to say that Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is the best Legend of Zelda game, despite all the haters and what they may say.
Don't give me that shit.
I am having this argument by text as we speak. I'm sorry. No. A Link to the Past is the superior game.
Don't give me that crap. There's only one. There's only one Zelda. There's only one Zelda.
Link to the Past.
Zeldas.
There's only one.
Ruffles, you tell him.
Keep arguing. Keep going. Good stuff.
I'm really.
A Link to the Past represents the height of the top-down 2D action-adventure genre.
Why don't you just say Coombs, you suck?
All right, Coombs, you suck.
Why is Ocarina of Time better? Now here we go.
Dude.
Skyward Sword.
I guess that is the best all of history.
I have no opinion, never played in Lord of
So, we're going to go back to our co-host. Jeremy, what is your favorite Legend of Zelda game?
Got a tag team, ready? Look.
Legend of Zelda game.
Tag team.
Okay, he is currently doing bad things with Accountant Bob. And we're going to...
Yeah, no, but Majora's Mask is awesome because the entire thing is about how Link. The entire thing is a symbolism of how Link is dead. The entire game, Link is dead. And you don't. That is the reason why that game is awesome. Because from the first scene where you see him falling down into a depth from a tree trunk, going into a world where all there is doom, and it's on a repeat. He is sitting in purgatory. That is the entire game is in purgatory.
You know what, though? All I can say is one thing. Powder keg. I hated carrying the powder keg from the mountains all the way across to the forest. Fucking bullshit.
Don't do that. That's not cool, Bob. Stop it.
That's what I hated about it. Because it, like, limited, you couldn't stock up on anything, you know? You had to always go back in time and lose all your items.
I want to explore.
Bob, you need to stop that. That's not cool.
What?
You couldn't spend
Bob's touching me right now.
Oh, Bob's touching me.
worrying about the time, you know? So you had to do everything well.
3 days. Come
Yeah, but
on.
if you didn't figure it out, like that, the water temple in 3 days, you couldn't do that the first time. You had to do it like twice or 4 times, you know, and keep going back in time, figuring out, like, changing the current. Do you remember changing the current? Oh my God.
Try to run your show, Jay.
Really?
No
Are
way.
you kidding me?
Yes, I did.
Not even going back. Really?
Not even going back. I just said screw it.
I call BS on that shit.
Majora's, right? Majora's Mask?
floor elevating, I love it.
Oh, dude, I was confused. I was confused.
You know
so
why
much.
it was only one time?
Why?
Because I studied it before I played it.
Oh, well, you had a book or something like
you have a
that?
guide?
No.
I had like what do you call it? Like, oh my god, blueprints. Right?
Oh, yeah. No, the map. You got the treasure chest
No,
map.
it was like blueprints. It was more like blueprints than maps. It's
Okay.
a little different.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a strategy guidebook or nothing.
No,
it was
you found a chest.
right, and I just read it through my head, and I said to myself, I'm gonna play it once and not go back.
But the thing is, though, is that the maps are so identical from level to level because the water fills up, so you go like down one to get like to talk to the one Zora. I forget her name, Zari or something. Dude, that temple fucked me up so much. Out of all the temples, the water temple, dude.
Which Zelda are we talking about right now?
Ocarina of Time, the
Ocarina of
only Zelda, the only Zelda.
The only Zelda that is
Rick's favorite Zelda. What is your favorite Zelda?
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
Well, what am I talking about right now?
Your favorite Legend of Zelda game, period.
All right, well, just to let you know, this is Geek Weekly. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chad Moores. Welcome to Geek Weekly, everything geek speak. We're talking about Legend of Zelda right now. My favorite Zelda is actually Twilight Princess. It's actually oh my god, I thought it was it was dark, it was amazing. I love Midna. Most of the time I actually don't like the person that follows Zelda. I mean, not Zelda, Link, I'm sorry. Link. And Midna is definitely the best follower that we've had. So that's just how I feel. But I mean, what do you guys think? Your favorite's still Ocarina of Time? Is that what you're going?
No.
What's your favorite?
Bob Meatman Bob. Not Accountant Bob. Okay?
Not Bob the accountant.
Right. Bob Meatman Bob, one who was before saying my favorite Zelda game is actually Majora's Mask. That
one
is actually darker. That's darker, believe it or not, than Twilight Princess.
No,
I completely agree. The entire thing about Majora's Mask is about how freaking the doom of the entire Hyrule world, even though it's not even Hyrule, because it's within a world within Hyrule. You're falling. No, the game in itself, dude, you're gonna die no matter what. There is no way you're gonna win. At the end of the game, you die.
That's stupid.
The entire
appeals to a small section of the audience that is really interested in the metagame more than the game itself.
Woo! All right,
There is a scene though in the Majora's Mask that really hit my heart. Okay, there is a scene where there's a father living in a house and he has a mask on, but Link believed he was an enemy and he was attacking him, and the daughter was crying, saying, "That's my dad. That's my dad." That kind of hit me. You know what I mean? And then the mask came off. It was the mask for the mummy. That was a little depressing right there.
Now, for me, I have to say that Majora's Mask is definitely... I mean, for my friend Brendan, who's the technician right here, he's sitting on the couch trying to figure out the video right now. No. He's busy right now. He says that his favorite is Majora's Mask also. And you know, Majora's Mask is quite an amazing game. Now, we're actually hoping that someday... Now, if you haven't seen this on YouTube, they actually have a fan-made trailer for the HD version of the Majora's Mask coming out for the Wii. And we were like so excited for the Wii U. And we were so excited. We were like, oh my god, this is happening. And then we find out it was fan made and we were pissed off. Because we really wanted it to happen, because especially the trailer itself, if you haven't looked it up on YouTube, look up Majora's Mask HD. It is actually amazing. Whoever made it
upgraded the Wind Waker right now.
Right now, the Wind Waker is one of the only ones they've made. I think they've made a couple of other ones.
I actually have a 3DS game, Beyond Worlds, is it called?
Yeah.
Beyond World. I have it. It's basically like the Super Nintendo version of it, and a link to the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's basically the exact same everything.
It's a badass game.
Same map, same look to it. The whole camera.
Is it
But
possible
only if it's on
play-
the air. What do you want to ask the question?
This
This is Kayla, co-owner of the house, and she wants to ask a question to the group of the Geeks
Go
Weekly.
right ahead. What do we want to
I just want to know if we can turn the music on.
She wants to turn the music on, but we are talking about Zelda at the moment.
I just want to turn it up a little bit. I didn't know if it would
You can turn it
interfere.
up a little bit. It would just interfere a little bit. That's fine.
Okay, then I won't worry about it.
All right. I'm sorry.
We are not going to turn the music on.
Back to what I was saying. Sorry about
Back
that.
to Zelda.
All right, back to Zelda. Basically, it has a Super Nintendo look to it. When I first turned on the console, I looked at the 3D screen and it showed like the castle, it showed like the desert, it showed everything, like the whole field. And I'm like, that looks exactly like the Super Nintendo version. when I first turned it on, I saw, when you turn on the Super Nintendo, you see the 3 triangles making the Triforce, and you hear the music going. I was like, holy fucking shit.
Now, you know what? I want to actually tell you. Did you guys know that they did a live orchestra for Zelda?
Yes. I saw a banner for it. I was there,
dude. There's Julie.
You were there, my friend?
I was.
You were there? I was
Put
there
your
too
hands
with
up.
my friend Brendan, who's the technician right now.
Don't touch this button on the bottom, it'll mute
Yes,
it.
thank
It
you
was
so
ill.
much.
It was ill.
Yeah, it was actually very good. Did you see like the video performances where they did like the
Yep,
video
yep.
with the music?
Yep, that was sick. That was sick. What was it called?
Thank you,
Symphony of the
Sympathy
of the God, Symphony of the Goddess or something.
Yes, it was very good. You didn't get to see it?
No,
right?
I would love to see it though.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. Now the
was
two of us got to see it.
spectacular.
Yeah, we saw it at the what
It
place
was
that?
in Boston, Wang Theater, I think.
The Wang Theater in Boston. Yes, and it was absolutely amazing. My friend Brendan, the technician who's listening to us right now, give us a little nod if you can hear us. Can you hear us? He's giving us a nod. That's awesome.
All right,
that
he
he can
gave us
hear
a
us.
nod.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Now I was actually gonna get like a T-shirt or like a poster or
I
something
have
like
the
that.
T-shirt.
Do you? I was gonna do it, but I was.
The
just,
line
like,
was
I
pretty long.
Yeah, it was a very long line for that, so I didn't end up getting anything. I went to go get something like 5 different times, and I decided, nope, I'm done. Yeah, I didn't end up getting it. You got it? All right. So do you actually watch? What's your favorite Zelda game?
I would have to say Wind Waker. It's something that hasn't been brought up yet, but that's my favorite one. I like
That's good.
exploring
I'm
the
glad
oceans.
It's not brought up yet.
I like exploring the oceans.
Now that's for Brendan. That's like his favorite part of the whole thing is exploring the oceans. Are you good? Are you planning? Do you have a Wii U? Are you planning on getting the HD version?
No. I've already played it probably 6 times through on the GameCube. I don't need to play it again. That's
All right.
fine. Even if it's HD, it's still cell shaded.
Yeah.
I
So
don't need to play it again.
even if there's new stuff on it, is there new stuff on it? At all, do you know?
Probably not. I don't know.
Apparently they added an
That's
item
not
that
enough.
changes the wind.
Maybe some new islands. I would think about it.
No idea what the full list of changes is, but they did change it.
Yeah, so they did change a little bit, but they didn't change much.
Yeah.
But you know what? Usually when they come up with a new game,
when they come out with the new Smash Bros, that's probably when I'm gonna get a Wii U.
Well,
That'll
the
probably
new
what
one
does
that
it.
they have one coming out, right?
Yeah.
With Mega Man and everything.
Yep.
We actually talked about it on the last podcast. Do you listen to the podcast at all?
No, I never heard of this shit before.
That's all right. That's all right. We're actually from Geek Weekly. You didn't know that, right? This
No.
is Chad Morris from Geek Weekly, by the way. Everything Geek Speak. I hope you're tuning in and enjoying our little get together right here. Actually, we're gonna find out how many viewers do we have, Brendo? All right.
One person. Woo!
Yeah, that's all right. It happens sometimes. We had about 3 before we got muted. So unfortunately, something happened with the internet connection, and it went down a little bit. So that's okay.
All good.
So thank you so much for coming in, and you can go and enjoy yourself if you don't want to be here. Do you want to be here?
No, I'm just gonna sit down over here.
All right, go sit down. All right.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. My name is Chad Moores. Everything Geek Speak at the Geek Weekly right here.
Once again, this is Geek Weekly.
I like to tell everybody all the time.
He is a professional radio
No,
personality.
he's doing good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very much so, sir.
Thank you so much. What is your name again?
I am Pierre Lorraine.
Pierre Lorraine. Is that your real name?
Oui, monsieur. Uh-huh.
I feel like you're lying to me. What's your real name?
I am not.
That is his real name.
Pierre?
We've been together for 5.5 years.
5.5 years. What's your name?
None of your business.
That is a wonderful name. I've never actually heard that.
It's quite unique.
It is quite unique. Thank you so much.
Unique at all, but I mean,
I love your necklace that you're wearing, the blue. I'm actually okay. So it's funny enough. I have a girlfriend, as you know. I've
Tammy.
been with her for Tammy. Been with her for 7 years.
Right?
Yeah, 7 years.
See, I know your shit. You can't remember my name.
No, I was asking for the podcast.
Fine,
Anyway,
it's Lisa.
Lisa, it is very nice to see you again. I haven't seen you since the last house party.
Which was actually my birthday party.
What? It was, wasn't it? Oh my god, I totally forgot that.
And then this is sorta your birthday party, Pierre.
Hey.
Yeah, it is your birthday, isn't it?
Hit a milestone. He's 30.
You're 30.
I am 30.
How do you feel?
I feel mature. I feel satisfied.
Aged just
And
right. For the
Thanks.
smooth taste.
Is there a big
Like a fine scotch.
is there a big age difference between you two?
No, Not really. Well, now we're up to 3 years because I'm 27. So.
Okay, you're 27. I'm 25. So I mean, I just turned 25 on the
25 is a good year.
on the 29th of December. So I just turned 25.
Hey, day apart.
Yeah, just a day apart. How's that? Yeah,
Day
that's
apart
pretty
in
good.
5 years.
New Year babies. That's where we are.
Almost.
Always getting
Yeah.
screwed on presents on Christmas, right?
Oh yeah, you totally. Well, you know what? My parents spoiled me rotten, so I can't complain too much. I really can't.
Yeah,
My
your parents kind of did the same thing too to compensate.
It's like they know that they have to spoil you, so to a certain extent, you can say as much as you want about not getting spoiled on your birthday when it's in December, but you know what? At the same time, you get spoiled pretty well.
And all those sales and discounts are around that time, so honestly, you're benefiting. You're getting more because there's. You know,
For me, the only
less
problem
money.
I have is that if I wanted something that came out 6 months after that, 6 months after December, you have to wait a whole year. You know, anything that comes out, you know, like if you had a birthday in 6 months after December, you know, you'll get what you wanted that came out 6 months before, maybe. But now, for us, we got everything we wanted that came out in 2013, but now we have to wait a whole year to get everything else that we want.
But the pro is if you're a big movie buff, all the summer blockbuster hits are actually coming out in great sales by the time December comes around. So you have a range of wonderful movies and DVDs to add to your collection.
That is very true. So if you're just tuning in, by the way, my name is Chad Morris, and this is Lisa with me. Lisa, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for tuning in and kind of being with me for a little bit. I know that this is kind of like weird for you because you're just kind of standing here with a microphone next to me, but
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it since I was like 17 years old, so doing podcasts and all that kind of stuff. So it's really nice to have somebody next to me right now. Mike is kind of standing next to us right now. Mike, say hi.
What's going on, Geek Weekly listeners?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited that we're here.
Why are we calling him Mike?
What did you say?
Why are we calling him Mike?
Oh, just because he.
Because that's my name on Facebook.
And Mike is awesome.
Oh, so we're doing the wrestling name today?
Well, that's what he introduced. Or actually, in the description on our YouTube page at Chadam, that's Chad A&M Films YouTube / it's introduced the first time as Michel Moulet, and then on the very next one he goes, Joey Mullet is back with us. So you can really take your pick at this point.
Yeah.
Mike, Joey. Oh well, you're Ginger Mullet.
It's the same thing.
Bob has just had the amazing idea of forming a video game barbershop quartet in which we will sing video game songs in harmony.
Is that something that's
like a cappella video games?
Has that ever been done before?
Not that I am aware of.
We heard something I played on my phone earlier. It was actually quite interesting. I just showed my friend Pierre here. I should plug it into this.
Actually, I have seen quite a few a cappella groups doing like themes like I've heard the Portal songs where they're singing like the end song of I Am Alive. I Am Alive, yeah. And it's
Which is a very famous. That's like one of the most famous game songs ever, right along with Zelda and Mario and stuff like that. Because I mean, they're the most traditional songs that you can think of. I mean, if you don't know the Mario and the Zelda song, you are not a geek. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're not.
You're not from the 80s or 90s, you know.
Yeah, it's very true. I'm 25. You're like 27 right now. I mean, so. You know, what are you going to do? I was very sad when I turned 25. Every year, ever since 21, I've been very sad every year.
Oh, actually, 25 is a really a good year, trust me. People actually start taking you more seriously and start respecting your opinion because they actually start seeing you as an adult. I mean, 25 was actually a very good year for me. I actually got my first, real responsible job as full-time, CSR in a print shop, which was something I was trying to achieve for, but now I'm changing my mind. I want to go for medicine. Woo.
Do you really? My girlfriend's actually she just graduated with pre-med. She's going back to medical school, actually. What are you thinking about doing in the medical field?
I would actually prefer to be a therapist for children or adolescents, preferably both.
So like a psychiatrist or something?
Basically, yes.
Being able to prescribe.
Oh no, I don't want to be prescribed. I just basically want to be listen to people and help them with their lives and their issues, and basically try to improve their lives because a lot of people just don't have somebody there for them. I just want to be that person that's going to be there for people and help them, guide them through their life. Because as a child growing up, I didn't really have too much guidance.
My parents were absolutely amazing to me. Anytime that I had anything go wrong with me, they were always there to help me, and they always actually got me. I've had quite a few therapists and psychiatrists and stuff like that, not because I've been troubled or anything like that, but just because anytime I have a problem, they want to make sure that I'm helped. And so I've had a few. I mean, not a lot, but people to just listen to for a couple, even if it's for a month or something like that, just to tell them my problems, and they say, listen, this is what you should do. And then I feel better.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to actually be able to be somebody who's there for you and listen and help you, figure out your life, help you choose path.
Right. I know. I've tried to do that a lot of times. I try to be that friend that you can talk to. My problem is that I try to include myself into that in some way. But at the same time, I feel like that helps. You
can give a basis of life experience, for some people, my best friend right now, she's going through a tough time because she's married and she just found out her husband cheated on her. And I've personally experienced being cheated on, but I've never been married. So basically it's kind of a different experience because when you find out a significant other cheats on you, when you're just boyfriend and girlfriend stage and you don't have children, it's easy just to leave them. But when you actually have marriage and you have two kids, you got to really work at it. So you can't just give up easily. You have to actually try to make an effort and see if it's worth saving.
Right, and I understand what you're saying, because you know what, the thing is for me is that I'm having a problem with, I got cheated on before too also, and and when someone says that I think I've been cheated on or I have been cheated on, it's hard. It really is hard. So, and you have to kind of say, well, you know what, you're not alone. And that's why I would tell my stories, I've had 2 people that committed suicide on me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is sad, and one of the people I actually saw do it.
Oh.
And it's hard. It is very hard. But, you go through it and you tell those stories and you spread around those words, not just to make people feel bad for you, but to help them along in their life.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why people kind of misinterpret me a little bit, because they see me as being kind of almost a little bit of a downer or morbid. But really, I'm just kind of showing you from both ways, positive aspect and negative aspect. So basically, I've had a lot of negative life experiences, but I'm turning it around now.
Yeah.
So I kind of just want to be an example, say, hey, right now it sucks, but if you start making minor changes, it does gradually get better.
And you know what? Every year, and I think everybody in their life at least once have had negative parts in them. So I mean, and right now I can tell you right now, my life is very positive, and I'm very happily in love with my girlfriend, who I've been with 7 years. We're living together. We're close to engagement.
I didn't want to.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I'll even say it on air. We thought about it. And right now it's just it's too complicated because she's going to medical school. We would love to. I mean, we're basically committed to do so. So why bother doing it if it's going to put pressure on her to go to medical school? And I would love to ask her. I would love to ask her within the next year. I mean, I would love to, but it's not going to happen right now. Not until she's ready.
Not until you're both mentally there. You have to be mentally and in your heart ready to just
and we both, and we are. I mean, we're basically married. I mean, we both care about each other's financial stability, and we live together and all that stuff. But it's hard. I mean, it's hard. So I mean, right now we're not going to worry about it too much.
Yeah, I mean, basically, and plus, since she's going to be a doctor, then she has the conflict of should she be, doctor your last name, keep her maiden name. I kind of think in the same aspect on that too. It's like
so we'll get there when we get there, and we want to be definitely married.
I just have so many people bugging me about that. When are you going to get married? I'll do it when I'm ready. We're not. Right? I want to go back to school and get my master's degree and everything like that. I don't want to get married yet.
Yeah, we have someone new here. Tell us your name really quick.
Julie.
Julie, it's so nice
Jules.
Jules, it's so nice to see you again, because I haven't seen you in so long.
Yes, we love Jules. It's been a while.
Yes, Jules, it's so nice to see you.
Thank you.
You're looking very pretty today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've lost a lot of weight, actually.
Did you? I mean,
yes.
I haven't really.
No, I know.
I never concentrate on people's weight.
No, of course. I've just Lost a lot of weight.
You can notice it really well on her face. Her smile is just like popping.
Well, you're very beautiful, so
Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
If my girlfriend's listening, I'm sorry. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl.
It's okay, Tammy.
is. I've met
Everybody
her
loves
before.
Jules. It's hard not to love Jules.
Yeah, but I also love you very much.
Yes, and she's very pretty. I've met her before. She's very nice.
So what brings you here to the party today?
I think if women had 3 boobs, it'd be a little bit more pleasant.
But then you need 3.
All right, my friend Alex, who came in a little while ago, he's apparently had a couple of drinks before he got back to the podcast. So how are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing pretty good.
How many drinks have you had so far since you got here?
I've had 2 beers and
It doesn't taste very good.
pudding. You don't taste very good.
How do you know?
Bob told me. Whoa! Or I found out when I blacked out last time. Just kidding. Just kidding. I didn't get that drunk.
Are you kidding, Alex? Because I don't feel like you're kidding.
You know, Mr. Chad.
Alex, I missed you. And
I missed you, but I have a confession.
all right, tell me.
Accountant Bob really did touch me, and that's not the issue. The issue is that I kind of liked it.
Did you like it? Wow, tell us about it.
Well, it kind of felt weird. It was a soft hand, kind of latexy, like a balloon.
Did it feel rapey?
It was something new and different, and I enjoy that. I think that difference is good among human beings. I think that same-sex schools are should be approved.
Same-sex school.
Alex.
Same race. I forgot what time I'm in.
Jeremy, are you going to take a little for a while, just a little bit?
Come here. That's how cold I am right now.
All right, that's
Chilly out
awesome.
there.
All right, Jeremy's going to take over for a little bit.
Kissed me mouth to mouth earlier.
There you go, Jeremy.
Yeah, this was Friday night. Jack kissed me in the mouth. What am I doing?
So, do you do ass to mouth?
Guys, we
Not
have 2
generally.
viewers right now. Welcome to Geek Weekly. Thank you
have
so much
2
for
live
coming
viewers?
in. This is Jeremy and Chad.
Who are the viewers?
We have 2 viewers right now. Thank you so much for coming in. This is Geek Weekly.
Hey,
Everything
welcome to the
Geek
party,
Speak.
guys.
Yes, thank you so much for coming
Seriously.
in and tuning in right
Hey,
now.
listen, I'm sorry if I'm incoherent. It's because I've been drinking for like 6 hours.
All right,
It's all
and just
good.
to let you know, if this is Tammy, text me because I
Yeah,
miss
right? Timmy, you should text him. And if it's anybody else, hey, thank you.
Were you drinking at work? 6 hours, really?
No, but I definitely had a couple beers when I got home. 5 o'clock. So.
you.
Hey, so seriously, welcome to Geek Weekly. This is like our 8th episode. Fuck Jack, how did I get in charge of this? I'm too drunk for this shit.
Because you're a sucker.
Talk about Julie. What are we talking about?
I'm not joking.
Jules.
Seriously, I really feel about Julie.
What's up?
I'm taking a picture of you.
Taking a picture of me
You
with
take
your
more
podcast?
pictures at parties.
I
Do you have
totally
any
am in agreement with
pictures?
you on that.
Do you have any pictures
I don't
of
have
your
any
past
fucking
parties?
pictures from any fucking parties.
No, you don't.
I brought this up to you several months ago. You did not like the idea, and I stopped it. I go by her for
You wanted
everything.
me to be the cameraman.
Did
I
you
didn't
know?
want to.
No, I wanted to alternate it through the night. Did you know that? Come on in. This is Andrea. Come here. You can't let me say it's Andrea and then walk away. That's like rude. Hey, you don't love me no more? I thought we were friends. I introduced you to your boyfriend. Come on over. This is Andrea.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, this is Andrea. This is my podcast, Andrea.
Awesome. It's my
I'm a little
first
too drunk.
podcast.
This is not usually a podcast because I'm usually not this drunk around podcast. But it's all
All
right.
right, well then it's 2 of us and it's my first, so
It's two of you. All right. So give me some geek specs. We're gonna talk about a show or something. Give me something. Show a movie.
No, it was just a
Anything at all. We can go with anything. I'm pretty traversed in this subject. All right. Do you like Doctor Who?
Is she taking one of us?
She's taking an all right. Taking an all-girl picture. We do need a lot more pictures for these parties because
With you guys and
I think somebody got a picture of
I
that.
hope somebody got a picture.
Where did he go? Why did he get put in the corner over there?
I
He was a bad alien. I'll give you that.
You tried to rape me with accountant Bob.
I didn't rape you nothing. It's not Bob did it. No, Bob did it.
No, you were doing it.
No, Bob does that. That's what he does.
He's a creep, and you're a
That's what
creep.
Bob is here for. You never knew Bob.
I hope he doesn't rape me at night.
He's gonna do
I'm
that.
gonna be sleeping here.
Look at the rape cellar. That's where Bob's living. That's where Bob's living tonight.
Is he gonna tie you to the radiator
This is
and
not
grape
the
your
usual
face?
Podcast. I don't know how well it's gonna go over with our viewers.
It's not gonna go well with me because I got nothing.
You got stuff. All right. Will you ever watch Star Wars?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it? What was your favorite one?
No, I don't know that much.
What's your favorite character?
Them all.
All of them. You liked all of the characters.
Oh no. I've watched
Darth Vader. Did you like Darth Vader? He was the one with the black
the
helmet.
dark one, the little
Yeah, it was darker, right? So it works. Yeah, so you got this. You just don't think you do, but you got this. So, I mean, other side, what movie do you like? What TV show are you watching? No, fuck it, I got it. I got it. What TV show are you watching?
TV shows I
like. She's good. This is fine. It's fine.
I don't need it in my face. I don't know. I like Big Bang Theory. I watch that a lot.
You really watch Big Bang Theory?
I love the Big Bang Theory.
I love the Big Bang Theory myself.
Absolutely.
Do you know my grandfather's like 70 years old? He watched the Big Bang Theory. He's never done a geek thing in his life. He doesn't understand any of that stuff, but he laughs off the whole time. Seriously. I don't know why. But actually, I like that show a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about Sheldon, though. I think he's a little bit off.
He's definitely off. You know he's only 40?
He's 40?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know that the other guy's like 40 or something like that.
No, I know. He's on Roseanne, but he doesn't look like he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I saw it on some type, I don't know.
And the girl on that show's like 23, man. Wasn't he dating her for a while? Yeah, she's not bad. The blonde there, not bad. Not bad little combo there. Yeah, right. Plays the Halo Knights too. It's not bad.
Build to her though, like a
yeah, like a little bit.
not too
Yeah.
feminine, but she's still feminine.
Yeah, like I don't really like when you're like when you go like too thin. It's like whoa, what's going on there? But if you got like a muscular build, it's not bad. You know what I mean? If you got like you can tell you've been working out, it's not bad. So I agree with you. So that you're doing good. You're doing a great job. Our viewers think so too. I can't even believe we have two. I didn't think.
Guy on his phone somehow manages to get the guy who's putting
Welcome back.
puts it back to his chest.
Hey, Bob, talk.
Everybody on the bus jumps him.
Hold on.
And this guy, as he's like punching this dude in the face, is putting his phone back in his pocket, dude. And everybody on the bus is crowding this robber. Yeah. And the guy's like crying for help, dude. It's unbelievable. Let's talk about something.
Okay. What can we talk about? Well, we can talk about more of the Meat Man. But I also can talk about the Bweeps.
What?
I said I can talk about Meat Man.
Oh, Bob, you're hosting the podcast?
Yeah, I was thinking about talking about
Bro,
Meat Man.
We do this every week. You gotta introduce yourself.
Really?
I have a legitimate podcast, dude. Seriously.
Do you got
should fucking
fans?
Join us. Yeah, dude. We got 200 plus fans.
Awesome, that sounds pretty cool. You seem pretty excited about it.
You gotta introduce yourself. You're gonna start talking.
All right, I'm Bob, a.k.a. Meat Man, a.k.a. Misfit Mazza. No, well, I'm
tapping a dildo to your face for Halloween.
all right, well, people at Job Corps, because I went to Job Corps once, and they called me Meat Man. I don't know, because I invented Meat Man. I'm not supposed to be called Meat Man. It's just my character I built up. I also built up a character called the Bweeps. I was going to get to that. Bweeps are basically, they're like human beings. But instead of a face, they have an ass on their face. And their original face is actually where their ass is supposed to be. So it's like switched around. They don't speak English. They don't speak Spanish. They don't speak a certain language. They speak like, I don't know. Well, kind of like, boy. You know. This is like where I made up creatures, Bweeps, Meat Man. And Bweeps actually say, speak that kind of language. So I made stories like, what if Meat Man meets the Bweeps? I made like plenty of stories. Let's throw an example. Meat Man works at McDonald's. Yeah, Meat Man works at McDonald's. Yeah. All right, so Meat Man's on the headset. And Meat Man goes, "Welcome to McDonald's. How may I meet you? Help you, yeah." Manager comes up and he goes, "Excuse me, it's McDonald's. Get it right, all right? It's not." And at that time, that noise, Meat Man's shoving his package down his throat, and he's like, "It's McDonald's now. You understand me? All right, sorry about that, sir." He puts his microphone back on. "Welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?" The guy gets up the drive-thru. He goes, "Yeah, I'd like to get a number one and pull up next window." But I haven't done ordering. Pull up next window now. Okay. So then the guy drives up, goes to the window, and he's a little confused. He taps on the window, and the window opens up, and all of a sudden you see this huge package goes plowing through the window. The guy goes, "Holy shit!" And his head, the back of his head, slammed on the passenger's side of the window.
Slam, slam, slam. Ah, ah. Meat Man goes, I'm sorry. We don't have any burgers. All we have is meat. So that's McDonald's story. I mean, I got plenty of other ones too. Meat Man's Thanksgiving. Goes Thanksgiving. Oh, what? You guys like to listen to my stories?
What?
I guess.
Continue. Get it out there.
Keep going.
Let the world know of Meat Man.
You're the only one keeping the stream alive right now.
Oh, really? I'm the only one keeping the stream live. Awesome.
You should tell the world of Meat Man. Let them know of Meat Man.
I mean, where is everybody?
You'll get. Oh, no, they're in the other room. I don't know.
Because Chad vanished and there's no idea where he is.
All right.
The host vanished.
So what? Am I gonna talk more about Meat Man?
Tell the world. This is your chance to get Meat Man out into the world.
I kind of don't want to, but I kind of do.
You already started with it.
I know, but I was just an example of him working at what McDonald's.
The Meeps.
The Bleeps, yes. I already talked about the Bleeps.
Yeah, he did that. The Bleeps already.
Yeah, the way they talk, they go boy. Oh, and by the way, for the Bleeps, their genitalia areas, and there's no penis, no vagina. It's a boob. And for each boob, it has for each bleep, they have nipples depending on their age. So if the bleep is like 2 years old, it's got 2 nipples. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Some of you guys are probably grossed out by this. I'm talking about the bleeps.
Oh, let's talk about bleeps.
Boy.
How could you? All right, so Bob, what I want to ask you about the bleeps is, how could you have? Holy shit, that's fucking super hot. This power pack.
Well, yeah, it's a battery.
Unplugged.
Awesome. Plug it back in before we lose connection. There you go.
Plugged back in. That was fucking super hot, people. Now, what I want to ask you, Bob, about these bleeps is that how do you claim to have not seen the South Park episode where Kenny is on his hands and does a butt for a face? And how do you claim that it was your original idea?
Well, okay, I got proof. All right, Jay even knows because we were talking about that before.
You need to call him in here immediately.
All right, Jay!
Jay! Come here right now!
Jay!
You're being called.
Jay! We need
Don't
authorization.
get there! You need to be here right now!
Jay, you are a witness.
You're a witness.
We need authorization.
We're talking about... you need to come over here to find out what we're talking about.
Jay, we need your
right now.
Jay, who came first? I'm fucking busy. Who came first? My bleeps or South Park episode with the ass face? What's that?
Your bleeps.
All right. He says it. He said my bleeps. So.
I don't believe you, Bob. I don't believe that that's an actual thing.
I've had this conversation with Jay since we were in middle school. Actually, believe it or not, I believe the bleeps came before the Meat Man.
The bleeps came before the meat. I love how you got on the podcast, and the first thing that you talked about on the podcast was this character that you call Meat Man.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of creative ideas.
But you always talk about Meat Man. Meat Man. There isn't one occasion where I've hung out with you and my brother where Meat Man has not come up.
The world needs to know.
The world needs to know that if it doesn't fit, I'll make it fit.
And that's what he would say. I mean, I can't, like... I don't want to keep on talking about Meat Man like all I could, but...
Okay, Bob, so let's talk about something else. What TV shows do you like that's on TV right now?
American Horror Story, all the way.
I have not seen American Horror Story. Let's talk about that. How cool is that?
Pretty cool, man. It's a pretty good show.
It's an awesome show.
Talk about American Horror Story with Bob.
We're
Sit
talking
right
about
there
shows
in
now.
that spot and talk about American Horror Story.
I'm not up to date. I haven't watched
All right.
the 3rd season yet.
You have not. Okay, you know what? I'm honest with you. I've only seen the first 2 seasons. Have you seen the first 2 seasons?
That's exactly what I've seen as well. I've seen the first 2 seasons.
I have not seen the 3rd season myself either. I've heard it's about witches.
Yeah, Coven. American Horror Story Coven.
And I know the title of the first episode. It's called Bitchcraft.
Yep, that sounds familiar.
But
yeah,
bitches. The first season's all about a haunted house. The second
season I liked more than the first season.
Yes.
I like the whole alien element.
I liked the whole twisted Nazi doctor. That
Oh,
was just
that
messed up.
yeah. He was a very interesting character.
My girlfriend Julie, who's also at the party, who's shy of coming on, but she actually, you might have heard her voice. She is a little afraid of season 2, but
It gets pretty creepy at
it
times.
is, and I agree. I mean, there's that whole religion, scary based situation, possession, demonic possessions. But I always want to see the season 3.
I know.
Have you not watched season 3 of American Horror Story yet?
No, we
want
haven't.
to.
We haven't.
Both of us actually haven't seen it.
I see what's on Netflix. That's
Walking
it.
Dead. Let me tell you something about that.
Oh, that's another great show.
I've only seen season 3, and that's it.
That's a problem.
I have
You
not
gotta
seen
start
season
from the
4
beginning,
yet.
my friend.
I've seen the beginning. I just haven't seen season 4 yet. I've went from 1 to 2 and 3, but
okay.
I haven't gotten that far. And a lot of people say a lot of stuff happened at 4, and all I'm doing is blocking my ears, going, no, can't hear you. Nope,
Yeah.
don't want to hear it.
All right, so let's not discuss that then.
All right, that's a good idea. I like that. I love that idea. And my other favorite show I've been getting into is Weeds.
Don't know it.
That's a good show.
Where is it?
Weeds?
I can't. No.
We're all just talking to ourselves. Dude.
Where are we,
Are
buddy?
we even connected?
Can you look?
I have no idea.
My name is Chad Morris. Welcome to Geek Weekly, Everything Geek Speak.
And that's the view camera.
Connie has been listening. How are you doing, Connie? How you? If you're listening, talk back to us.
Say something.
Can you hear the voice or they hear the texting? Or?
You can see
We're looking right now. Yellow.
Can you hear us?
Oh, Amanda's birthday is tomorrow. That's exciting.
Who's this person?
This is my girlfriend and her best friend. We have 3 views right now.
Holy shit.
How we doing, guys?
We got 3 views.
Reviews.
Yes, we
big
do.
milestone.
Yes, my name is Chad Moores. Welcome to Geek Weekly, Everything Geek Speak. Thank you so much for coming in and tuning in. We have Bob right here, and what's your name?
My name is Ethan. Oh, I forget. I made up a
Ethan,
phony
thank
name
you so much
myself
for
earlier.
coming in. All right, so we were talking about what were we talking about? We were talking about The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, we're talking about TV show series. I started off with American Horror
You
Story.
moved on to Weeds. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm not familiar with it.
I watched like the first 15 minutes of Weeds, so I didn't really get into it very much.
Well, basically, it's about a mom who's just trying to get through life without her husband, who actually passed away. And what she's doing is she's selling drugs.
Gotta make money somehow.
Yep, gotta make money somehow. Somehow it gets into the wrong hands, maybe some of the kids. And then eventually, as the story progresses, it gets even more serious, where she runs into thugs, gangsters, and eventually even worse, like the mob. So,
Now, do you relate this show to Breaking Bad at all? I mean, is it have the same tempo in any way? Like, I mean,
I think it's more comedic. It has more of a comedy aspect, doesn't it?
From what I understand, Weeds actually does have comedy, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never seen Breaking Bad. But now here's the thing, okay? There's the reason why, because me and my girlfriend are watching Weeds together, and when it's over, we dedicated to watch Breaking Bad together. A lot of people say it's a really good show, and I'm so looking forward to watching it.
now I'm going to tell you right now, it is slow paced. Now, the first season, even the second season, is very slow, but it is so worth the watching, because I got to the end and I was so satisfied with the ending. I was very happy with the ending. The last season is so worth you watching every single season, 1 through 4. So amazing.
That's what a lot of people have been saying, Actually, another show I've been watching is 24. I love 24.
That's a throwback.
It's an old show, but you want to know something?
I've seen every single episode.
I've only seen up to season 6, I think. Well, actually, season 6, I'm on like the 3rd or 4th episode. Big shock about some important character that died, and that blew me away.
Now, for me, I tried to watch 24, the pilot of 24, a couple of times, and it just hasn't happened for me. It hasn't happened. So it hasn't happened at all. And hopefully it will, because, I mean, I want to get into it, and I've heard it's amazing. The show that I was into at that time was Lost. And I watched...
That, on the other hand, has a kind of a disappointing ending.
Really? For me, I love the ending for Lost.
I never saw it. I never saw an episode of the show, but from my friends that have watched it, That's what they've said.
That's because they don't understand the ending, and I'm telling you right now, they don't understand it because people have always said this is the way I don't like the ending, and I'm like, well, because you're stupid because it's an amazing ending, and I actually end up telling them what the ending really means, and they're like, oh, I like the ending better now.
That's a fair point. I've seen Lost with my girlfriend. We kind of watched a lot into it. Eventually we stopped. I don't know why we stopped. I mean, we checked out other shows, and that's what happens. You get carried off. And
did you end on season 3?
We ended up at the last season where everything just kind of went weird with the island, like really weird. Like they leave it and they come back, and then strange things happen.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. That's not even the last. That's not the last season. If you're talking about, I think it was like the second to last season. You have to watch till the end because for me it was satisfying. And if you're not satisfied, come and talk to me, and then you will be satisfied. I promise you to God that you will be satisfied if I talk to you about it.
I have nothing to say.
You have nothing to say about that. That is so sad. I love Lost. I really do. I really do right now.
I love 24. I love Weeds, Walking Dead, and American Horror Story. It's just almost... Well, actually, there's adult cartoons like Archer, Family Guy. Obviously, everybody knows Family Guy.
How did you feel about Brian dying on Family Guy?
I've heard about it. I have not seen any episodes of that, but it made me very upset. Brian and Quagmire are my top 2 favorite characters.
For me, Brian and Stewie are my favorite characters, and that's because of their episodes that they do together.
Brian I like because it's something I can describe as myself, whereas, I can see me as Brian.
You relate to him.
Right, but now Quagmire, on the other hand, is where it's a little different, where everybody, all my friends, see me as him. So, that's true. It's true. I'm the perverted one. I talk about all this stuff, and it's just weird. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it on the last podcast. Did you listen to our podcast, Geek Weekly?
I've heard about it. I heard like you and Jay have been doing a lot of podcasting. Jay's trying to convince me to get into it. I'm thinking about it. I kind of like it.
You're doing good.
I'm doing good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just talking my mind off.
You're rambling, but it's working. It's working pretty well.
Yeah, no, it's working right now.
It is.
For me, I really like the death of Brian because it really got me back into Family Guy, which I've been out of it for a while. It's not as good as its original seasons that they used to have. Even the first season since their hiatus, which I think was season 5, if I remember correctly. And I really liked season 4. Season 4 apparently was their hiatus, right after their hiatus. And I really liked it, actually. I really thought it was really good. And after that, they really...
The Jesus Christ, Passion of the Christ
Yes, the Passion of the Christ. I really stopped watching it after that. I really did.
I already talked about some stuff.
So, anyways... Yeah, so we talked about Family Guy. Is there anything else that you talk about? I mean, like any games or anything like that going on? If you're just tuning in right now, give some time to you to think about it right now. We're Geek Weekly right now. We're Geek Weekly. My name is Chad Moores, your host of the show right now. And apparently that's funny. I'm not sure why, but my name is Chad Moores. Welcome to Geek Weekly, everything Geek Speak.
I think we should get Julie to come in here and talk.
Julie will come in when she wants. All right. So tell us about something. What show have you been watching, or any games that you've been playing right now that we haven't heard about yet?
Well, usually, like I said, I'm watching 24, and if not, then I'll be playing a game of Mass Effect.
Mass Effects. Now, I've actually heard of that. What are they on right now? What number?
3. They're on number 3.
Yeah, and which one is your favorite out of the 3?
I'd say I like them all, and the only reason why I like them all is because when you got to play the first one, and when you beat it, your character is actually loaded on to the second one as soon as you start the second one up. It will read your character from the first one. It'll read all your choices that you've taken. What characters have died in the first one, what characters lived. It'll just look at it by that. And when you play the second one, and you do the same thing, you make choices. Let's see if anybody actually trusts you for who you are. See if they die. See if they make it to the third one. Whoever lives will actually show up on the third one, and that was an impressive, result for me. I mean, I got everybody to live, and I played the third one, and I actually really, really love it. I enjoyed the third.
So no disappointments. No disappointments for any of the Mass Effects.
More or less, because when you play the third one, there is actually a part where it says, like, if you play the game, the story mode, you actually get like a certain percentage on a war map if you're ready to actually end the game. Everybody will say that it's like 50% if you actually play the game. Once you beat the game, it will only say 50% unless you play multiplayer. You play some multiplayer in the third one, then it will add on to the other 50%, which is kind of, I really didn't like that. So I just said, hell, I'll just wing it and I'll just play some multiplayer. Gave it a shot. Realized that, like, your shields are low, your health is a little bit more low. It's a little different. It's not as much as like playing a single player. Single player, you feel like you're more powerful. You get more shields, more coverage. It's a little different.
All right, now I myself have never played Mass Effect. Now I thought about getting it myself. What platform is it for again? Is it PlayStation or Xbox, or is it for both?
It's only for Xbox, the PlayStation 3. I think maybe Wii. Oh no, wait, it's on Wii U.
It's not on Wii.
Wii U. I believe it's on Wii U. I think. I might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, now I think it's also for the PC, if I remember correctly. And I got a nod from Brendan. It is on the PC, yes, so that's also a good thing. Yep. So if you haven't played them, go ahead and play them. That is what I have to say. So, anyways, my friend over here, what's your name again? You were already on here. Ian, is it Ethan?
Close. Ethan is the name.
All right, so Ethan, for you, what is your favorite game, TV show, movie, anything? Just tell us a little bit about what your favorite thing is right now. What's going on?
Thing probably has to be Netflix for me.
What is it right now?
Netflix. Netflix is my favorite thing.
Yeah? Well, what do you watch on Netflix?
I watch all kinds of stuff. I like foreign movies. I like kung fu movies, gangster movies, samurai movies, all kinds of shit. I don't know. I just binge watch stuff on Netflix. I haven't been playing many games recently.
Yeah, well, same for me. I've been really busy, so I know what you feel.
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, for me right now, I'd have to say that for Netflix, I've been watching Cat from Hell.
Never heard of it.
I love that show.
Okay, so apparently someone watch it. Come over here and talk to me about it. No? All right. No, you don't have to. All right, Cat from Hell is... We have a cat right now, and he's not from hell or anything like that. His name is Batman, actually. He's absolutely amazing. He's an amazing cat. But, he... when I first got him, he wasn't sure what was going on. When we first got him, he had a little problem. Jeremy's actually back with me for at least a...
Your co-host.
What's up? Jeremy, how you doing?
I gotta take a piss, though, so I'll be back in a minute.
Welcome to Geek Weekly. Everything Geek Speak. Jeremy and I are here.
Internet there went off.
How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good, man. I got this winter lager. I think somebody else opened it, though, but I'm going to drink it anyways. So.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Man. Hey, so we're recording this, right? So it's going to go
Yes,
up?
we're recording it. It's also live stream. We have 3 viewers right now.
To hear this. Do we have 3 viewers? Who
we got
who
3
have?
viewers. I don't have no idea.
I heard that Connie was one of them. Hey, Connie, what's going on?
Hey, if there's any viewers that we don't know about, even if it's someone that we do know about, please message us. Say hi.
Hey,
say
shoot
hello.
me a text. My number is 978-930-5754. Let me know who you are. We'll fucking figure it out.
Please. We want to know who you are.
Yeah,
so
man,
we want to
just give me your name or something. We'll greet the hell out of you right now.
Yeah, we have no one texting us right now or messaging us.
We're doing so good, though. Seriously, this podcast, I'm very impressed.
Hey, this is going to be very good. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, man.
So,
just wait till next year this time, man. We're going to have a
lot of
people.
people.
We're going to throw a party with our fans this time next year. Right?
Yeah, no, we really will. We'll just be the 3 of us. You, me, and Brendo.
No. Shut the hell up, dude. We got good fans. We got solid people.
No, we really do. That's not what I was saying, but all right. No, that's no problem.
We're going to throw a raging party this time next year at my new house.
At your new house.
That's right. And we're going to podcast the fuck out of
right
this.
Now.
It is not being built yet, but soon.
Connie is not satisfied. What's going on? Jessica Lang. Why? Chad, I'm not satisfied. Connie, why are you not satisfied? What's going on?
It's Jeremy, I'm fucking host. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me fine, right?
I can hear you very well.
So listen, I just want to say to all of our fans, seriously, Happy New Year. I'm sorry I'm a little drunk, and I'm sorry you can't fucking understand me, but seriously, you guys make the world go round, all right? It is important, and you don't understand the power that this podcast has done for us. First of all, it's brought Chad and I together. We've bonded, all right? More than we have in the past. And this is very important, all right? And it's important because Chad and I needed something to connect again, all right? I want you guys to keep an eye out. I want you guys to keep an eye out for the rest of the content coming up soon. All right? I'm fucking pulling Hug Wolf right now. I gotta go fix the TV in a second here. Give me a second, Gail. I'm busy making a message to all of our fans. All right? Seriously, it stands to reason that we have 300 fans or 200 fans in just 2 months. All right? That's the shit that we're gonna keep pulling off. All right? We need all you guys to be active and to be part of our community. If you guys have anything that's geek related, even if it's not geek related, you want to ask any questions about Chad or myself, we're always willing to answer them. You guys need to ask questions. We're going to answer them. All right? Seriously. And I'm gonna give this podcast over to Chad now because I'm a little bit too drunk to keep going. But I'm going to be back in a little bit. Hey, New Year's coming up in about 50 minutes. I think that Chad is ready for me to give this microphone over. He's ready. He's trying to call me over. He's trying to call over the podcast. I'm going to let him take over. But seriously, thank you very much for being our fan. All right, we love you.
Sad news. All right, so it's Chad back here with, I'm sorry, what's your name again? Lisa, isn't it?
Yes.
Lisa, thank you so much for coming on because, I mean, we have some trouble, getting some people to go on because,
Okay.
yeah, right now we only have, what is it, like 49 minutes until New Year's.
Nice, yeah. This year kind of only started to get better around the fall, so.
Yeah, now, this is going to be our podcast for the next 2 weeks, so I'm hoping that you know that you're going to be heard by quite a few people.
Well, was it 200 fans? So.
Well, you know what? We could be growing more and more. Hopefully, and hopefully people will actually hear this.
Well, that's always good. You always want to get yourself out there and have people hear your opinions.
Yeah, so do you have anything geek-related to tell us? Do you have any kind of, do you have any comic books, watching TV shows like Dollhouse or Lost or anything like that? Any movies that you've seen lately that has to do with Marvel or DC or anything like that? What do you watch?
Well, I have quite a few things I could actually... Problem you're going to have is getting me to shut up at this point about geek-related stuff. So far, I read an awesome comic book. DC is Batman's category, where it's basically Arkham Asylum.
Oh, okay. No, I've played the game, Arkham Asylum. I played halfway through Arkham City, and I haven't played Arkham Origins yet. So
Origins is awesome.
Is it really good? The game is really amazing? Now, is Arkham Asylum going to go with the rest of the storyline that they've planned out, or...?
Well, basically what happens in the comic book, I find it fascinating. A lot of the popular comic books are not having Batman as the main character. So, for instance, this one is centered around, I think his Great White Shark, or the Shark.
Okay.
Basically, the plot of that is he stole a lot of money from people. Basically, pulled one of those, where Ponzi schemes, yeah. So he stole a bunch of money from everybody, winds up in prison, well, actually in court, and he thinks, oh, instead of prison, I'll go to Arkham Asylum. That way I can get out in no time, so I can totally screw these people and go off and have a wonderful life, drinking beers on the beach. So what ended up happening is actually Arkham is worse. He's surrounded by all these lunatics. They feature Mad Hatter, Two-Face, Joker, Humpty Dumpty, basically a wide variety of characters. A lot of the lesser knowns that many people don't know about. It was actually really good. They even featured Jane Doe, which basically many people know her. But what she does is she learns your life and then realizes she wants to be you, so she takes over your life and actually makes the skin suit to look like you. It's crazy. And basically the whole feature is him starting out as fish and then gradually keeps getting more and more insane by being in the same asylum, and eventually becomes the great white shark.
Well, and that's totally different from the game.
Yeah.
Have you ever played the game before?
Oh yeah, I've played all the Batman games. Arkham Asylum was awesome because basically it made you really think, and you had to come figure out all the Riddler puzzles and figured out how to what Joker was up to, and then they always throw in like a little twist on you. Like Arkham City was pretty good because basically Joker's out and he was sick from the poisoning. What, a lot of commentary? What? Capaldi's eyebrow? What is that? No, I haven't tried this. Alright, trying strawberry ale. That's quite delicious.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We would just like to plug Red's Strawberry Ale. Red's Strawberry Ale is a solid buy. It is an ale that tastes of strawberries. Quite delicious.
It's a good girly beer.
I started drinking, I have to say, what was it? Angry Orchard. That's what I started drinking. And then Woodchuck. And then from Woodchuck, I started drinking non-cider beers. And now I don't drink cider beers anymore because they're too sugary for me. What do you think?
I can handle a lot of different various alcohols, particularly sugar drinks. Nothing. It's just like doesn't affect me. I'm like the only person who can chug it.
For me, they make me feel sick. So I only drink regular beer now. For me, I mean, and I'll drink flavored beer, but not ciders in any way, shape, or form. Not Mike's or Angry Orchard or anything like that.
The only type of alcohol that would make me feel a little too fucked up is obviously tequila.
Really, tequila?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't drink enough tequila really to know if it really affects me too much, so, you know.
Yeah, I've had an interesting night with tequila before, and it's just like shenanigans ensued, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you're actually tuning in right now, my name is Chad Morris. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chad Morris. Welcome to Geek Speak Weekly. Everything Geek Speak. This is Lisa. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, and thank you so much for being here. I mean, because I really appreciate it, because we really need people to enjoy our podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk comics, we can talk video games. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Yeah, no, that's the way to go. And you, what were you just talking about? Just tell us a little bit about that. Just like a synopsis of what you were just talking about.
Well, basically, I was talking about Arkham Asylum's Hell comic, which basically featured one small side character, which is kind of a unknown villain in the Batman universe. Then we talked about a little bit on Arkham Asylum. We were starting to get on City, but then we got the plug for the Strawberry Ale.
Yeah, so what else are you into right now that's anything geek-related in any way, shape, or form?
Well, I like Supernatural. That's actually a really good show.
Now, I watched the first season of that. I watched the full first season, and I was really interested in it. And it's very similar to Smallville, where it's like a lot of filler episodes, but it still has like a main story to it, I loved the first season, and then I just never got past the second season. I got like halfway through, I think. I think it was like 2008 when I was in college, and I just never finished it. But are you on the current season right now?
Yes. Actually, me and Pierre marathon Supernatural all throughout the summer. We really got into it because each season is kind of like a movie in a way. Like it has that plot. and then it kind of seals it off. That season then starts something fresh and new, the new season. So it's not really too many repeats. It's just basically you get a different feel for everything.
Now, does every season have like a ton of filler episodes, or do they stop doing that after a while? Which I was hoping they would do. With you know, they would have. They would have filler episodes. Supernatural would have fillers episodes for every season. And, you know, I mean, well, with Smallville, they would. I mean, in every freaking season until about season 8, they would do it until, you know, until like the last 2 seasons where they actually had a main story every episode, and it would carry through the whole season. And until then, I got really annoyed. I really got annoyed. And do they stop doing that after a while in Supernatural? Or do they do like not what I mean like filler episode, but basically like a freak of the week or a problem of the week, where it was like kind of like not SNL, Law and Order or something like that, where there was a different problem every week they had to solve.
Well, it's basically what sounds like you're saying is that something to carry over to ignore a little minor problem that they're going on. Like, they do have a few filler episodes here and there. It's basically, we don't know where this season's going because there's no real big bad we're waiting for. Like, in previous seasons, we're like, oh my god, it's going to be Lilith, or what's going to happen to Sam, you know, because he's actually has demon blood, so where's that going to go? This one, it's basically they're trying to figure out how to get the angels back in heaven because they got basically kicked out due to Metatron. And sorry, spoiler alert for season 7 or 8. So sorry about that. But basically, all the angels are kicked out, and they're having kind of gang wars right now with each other. Trying to who's going to be the more superior angel group race. And basically, the last episode I saw was, again, spoiler alert, Cass got his version of angel essence back, so he gets to be an angel again and not really stuck being an immortal, so to speak.
Yeah, no, I only watched, as I said, now how many seasons are they on right now? What is the last season they've done? What season are they on right now?
I think they're on 9 to be, yeah, I think season 8 just popped up on Netflix, so they must be on 9.
No, it's so funny because I have to say that CW, their shows run forever. No, they had, if you remember Seventh Heaven, do you remember Seventh Heaven?
Yes. They're like the anti-Fox, where Fox has all these wonderful shows and they last maybe 4 or 5 seasons. But then, you know, CW, like, you got a good cult fan base. It keeps going. Like, technically, you know, they cut Buffy loose back when it was popular, and they made it go to, you know, UPN or whatever it's called now. I don't really have cable, but I watch a lot of Netflix. And basically, yeah, they keep if you got a strong fan base, the show just keeps going.
CW, I mean, and if I remember correctly, the only show that they ever really took off after season 1 was Ringer. Did you ever watch that? It was with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, I was actually really disappointed because nothing's more annoying where it's actually a good show and they leave it on a cliffhanger and you're like, what's going to happen now? What's going on? You wrapped up?
Hold on, we're just having some technical difficulties. We're trying to figure out our battery life is going down. So hold on one more second, okay? Thank you so much. We'll continue our conversation in 2 seconds. Did you put it back on? Okay, we are all set. Thank you so much. Okay, so we were talking about The Ringer. Then did you watch the full first season?
Yes, I did, actually. Some episodes were not exactly that great, like, but it had a good head start. Like, ooh, where's it gonna go? You know, like, who kidnapped the wife of his the wife of that guy who Sarah Michelle Gellar's twin sister. I forget what it was. It began with an S. What was her name?
I don't actually remember. No, it was about a year ago, 2 years ago, wasn't it? It was a great show. If you haven't watched it, even though it didn't come up with the greatest ending, please watch The Ringer. It's actually a really great show. It's the only CW show that I've liked since Smallville. It's the only CW show that I've liked since Smallville. Smallville is one of my favorite shows. It lasted for 10 seasons, so that's actually quite a long time considering that it didn't have the biggest following. Really, it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Ringer was pretty good, and the problem is a lot of their subplots were kind of obvious. So if they hadn't, kept with the momentum they had in the first 6 episodes, I feel like that would have kept going.
I really feel that way too. I thought it was actually a really great show. I enjoyed it to the very end. I really did. I didn't know what was going to happen with that show. I really had no idea what was going to happen, and I enjoyed the spontaneousness of it, the surprises. It was kind of like a nighttime soap opera to a certain extent, just like a lot of their shows are. Like, if you watch like Betrayal or Revenge or something like that, that's a CW show, aren't they?
Oh, I don't think Revenge is a CW. I think it's ABC.
Oh, you know what? You are correct. I'm sorry about that. I was just thinking about because they're very ABC. I mean, they're very CW shows. Like Charmed or anything like that.
I actually started rewatching Charmed.
You started rewatching Charmed?
Yeah, because honestly, I kind of fell off around season 6 because I thought it was starting to get silly, and now I'm like, it kind of is a little silly. I can see why I stopped watching.
I rewatched it. Now, I watched the full series, and I'm actually kind of sorry that I did because the full series is actually pretty bad, just as bad as most CW shows. Like, I don't watch The Vampire Diaries or Seventh Heaven. I watched that when I was younger, when that was first out, and I hated that. Now I hate it. It's like very much like Full House-esque.
But Full House actually was awesome, though. Though it may be because I was actually a young child watching that. But yeah, I loved watching Full House because basically it was one of those feel-good shows, along with Family Matters. Remember Family Matters?
Oh yes, of course I do. With Steve Urkel, did I do that? I mean, of course I do.
Yeah, I mean, sure they kind of had a few jump the shark episodes, but it was still, you kind of like that warm fuzzy feeling. Like maybe you kind of want to strive to be that type of person in that type of family when you get older.
And I feel that with. You remember TV Land? You remember when that first came out?
Yeah, kind of. I actually grew up watching some of the older shows like Gilligan's Island, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie. I used to love that stuff.
Now, you watched that on Nick at Night, didn't you?
Yes.
No, I loved Nick at Night when I was a kid. I used to watch all of my shows on that. Yeah. Now, it was the best time to watch any Nick at Night show. So, I mean, that's where I watched it, You know what I mean?
Yeah, before that, I think they actually had, some of the main shows like Rugrats and stuff like that. And remember, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, yeah. If we're talking about 90s cartoons, I mean, those were the best. I mean, you couldn't go any wrong. Oh, Joey's actually here. Joey, slash Mike. Joey, what was your favorite 90s Nickelodeon show when you were a kid?
Nickelodeon show? Nope. I'm going to have to go with... Wrong. I'm going to have to go with Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Now, you know what's so funny about that? I actually have that on my iTunes account. I actually have the first season on that.
That is incredible because I love Legends of the Hidden Temple. And you see now that at Newberry Comics and stuff, they sell T-shirts of the Blue Monkeys and whatever it is. And you see at almost every Halloween party, somebody's a blue monkey or a purple whatever or an orange whatever it is. And it's awesome. Legend of the Hidden Temples was by far my favorite 90s Nickelodeon game show. Not to say that Global Guts wasn't awesome.
No, I loved Guts. I also loved their theme song. Da 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 da. Guts.
What about Double Dare?
Double Dare was also good. Did you like Double Dare or Double Dare 2000?
Double Dare. Double Dare 2000 doesn't even count.
It really doesn't, because it's not even the 90s. That was like in 2000, because that's what it's called, 2000.
Exactly.
Yeah, the what?
That Double Dare and Guts were both filmed in the same studio.
Yeah, it was filmed in the new Nickelodeon studio in Orlando's, Florida, in the resort. Did you ever visit the Orlando studios and resort?
No. Actually, I was about to get in line to go inside the studio, but I'm like, oh no, it's too long. Now I regret it.
Oh my god.
You know why you regret it?
Because it's closed.
It is freaking closed. If you go to Orlando Studios, Florida, it is closed.
You know that the same studio that had Global Guts and Double Dare in it is now the studio that hosts Impact Wrestling out of Florida.
That is a stupid thing, and I know that you're a wrestler, but I am
Wrestling
pissed.
is not stupid.
You know, I'm not saying that wrestling is stupid, but Nickelodeon is cooler than wrestling, and you know why? Why? Tell us why.
Well,
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
basically, Nickelodeon was awesome. You got a variety of stuff.
Especially in the 90s.
Oh, actually,
Nickelodeon was best in the 90s. Tell us why.
There were so many good shows in the 90s.
and awesome game shows where you were like, I totally want to do that.
Like Nick Arcade. Who wouldn't love to be in a video game?
Do you remember Figure It Out?
Yes.
Yes, I was just thinking of that one.
You know that they actually brought that back to Nickelodeon. Tell us about the new version of Figure It Out, if you've actually seen it.
I haven't.
I have not seen it, but I'm sure it sucked. Because it was not in the 90s.
Oh, no.
Figure It Out was pretty badass. For anybody who doesn't know what Figure It Out was, it had Susan Summers or something Summers.
Susan Summers was right. I thought it was.
Susan Summers?
Actually, it's something Summers, but it wasn't Susan Summers because that was a chick from Three's Company, I believe.
I think you're right.
I don't know anything about Three's Company, but
That guy was married to the guy who did Double Dare and all of that.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I loved Figure It Out. I mean, the funny thing is that I look at it back at it now, and I'm like, they totally wanted those kids to win, because if the celebrities won, then the kids didn't get what they wanted. So, like, how would they not guess wrong on purpose?
Celebrity would win. It was like Lori Beth or something like that.
Yeah,
from all
Oh my
the
God,
Smart
Lori
Hours.
Beth Dimberg. I loved her.
Yeah,
She would
she
get
was
slimed
so
all the time.
funny.
Dan, what's his
Danny
face from?
Tamborelli?
Yes.
From Pete and
Pete.
Pete. He was amazing.
He was. Bring him back.
Oh my God,
They should have a show, those two.
They should come back. Well, you know what? The last time that they all came back was for the All That reunion, the 10-year reunion. Did you guys see that?
No, but you know, maybe they could help out Amanda and get her shit back together.
I know, Amanda really needs some help.
It's like, Danny, help her out.
1-800 Amanda need help. That's the number you should call to help Amanda.
All right, so for back to Figure It Out, were you guys the ones that actually watched it and see, or did you want to guess along? Because I was the type that wanted to guess along.
I would actually cover my eyes and my ears so I wouldn't know what was happening.
I was not that person I wanted to see.
I would leave the room so I could be like, no, I'll come back 5 minutes, so it'll be good.
No, I had to know. I just had to know.
For me, I didn't know. I never knew, but I really wanted to know what was going on. Now, for Figure It Out. Okay. Now, what was your favorite game show? Sorry about that. What was your favorite game show out of all of them? I mean, there was Guts, there was Legend of the Hidden Temple, and there was Figure It Out. What was your favorite one?
I would say Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay, so both of you said that. What was you Legend of the Hidden Temple,
Legend of the Hidden Temple.
As I said, I actually have the first season on my iTunes account that I watch on my Apple television all the time.
Right? It's one of those game shows that's so awesome. And if you were 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, you would want to go and punch those bad guys in the face and knock them out.
What were they called? What were they called?
Hidden Temple Guards.
Hidden Temple Guards. Oh my god, I hated them.
And you wanted to punch him in the face, and all those guys got to go around. The blue monkeys would win, and then they'd go around the thing, and then the guards would come in, and they'd get a token, and then they'd punch him in the face, and then they'd walk away.
Awesome. And I thought it was awesome because of the fact that you actually had to be smart and physically active in order to win.
Yes.
Now, for me, I actually rewatched it, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if you guys know this. If you haven't seen it in a long time, the host is horrible.
I don't know.
I would have to watch it again to see how bad the host was. I haven't seen it in a while.
I saw this recently. The Soup was actually doing a Throwback Thursdays to kids who failed on TV shows, and this one girl, she just would not stop climbing in the same room. She'd be like, I'm gonna go in this room, that room, 3 rooms. She just kept going in and even in the same room. Like, come on. He's like, the host is like, maybe you should try a different room.
Okay, now you know what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna invite you two to actually do a Geek Weekly commentary to do the Hidden Temple, and we'll watch the 6 episodes of Hidden Temple that I have, so we can watch it. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
I would love that.
That would be very fun. Yes. I would say let's do a Geek Ladies thing, our opinion.
You want to do a spin-off of my podcast? Is that what you want to do?
What would that be?
Maybe a special episode.
Okay, now you guys are welcome to come to our studio at any time to record.
I would love that.
Yes, why not?
Especially with Lisa.
Yes.
You guys are you guys best friends?
We're pretty much getting there. Yes.
Now, how many times have you guys seen each other in the last month?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay, well that's a good answer considering.
Whenever we see each other, it's so much love.
I know.
Like
we're just
true love.
yes.
It's not fake at all. I really do love her.
Honestly,
like
if
you
I
know
don't
how
see
some girls
Jules,
are
I get
fake.
sad.
Like
I do.
love her.
Just to let you know, if you're tuning in, my name is Chad Morris. Thank you so much for tuning in on Geek Weekly Speakly. Geek Week, everything Geek Speak. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so I'm actually gonna.
Lovely blonde ladies.
We have 14 minutes left until New Year's. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for a new year because it's going to be new opportunities, and I actually have a few goals that I'm actually succeeding in, so I have one more to do. Woo!
Until the new year, you have 50. You have 14 minutes left, right?
Well, no, I was talking about a goal in the new year, but all right.
Okay, so we don't have that long. I mean, Mario Lopez is on the television telling us about it.
Freaking out.
No, do you have a little crush on Mario Lopez at all?
Actually, back in the Saved by the Bell, I was always a Zach girl.
Really? A lot of people really like Mario Lopez. What do you think?
In himself, he was funny. He was the perfect guy.
Are you talking about Mario Lopez, Lisa?
No, Zach. Jules.
Julie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mix your names up. I've had a couple of drinks, so.
Now, the reason why I actually preferred Zach, because I like brains over brawn.
Now, you know what's funny? I'm more of a brunette person myself. I'm more of a brunette person.
I'm a natural brunette, but...
Me too. I used to be blonde.
You don't look it. You look like you should be blonde.
A lot of people have told me that.
Well, that's a good thing. Bob, how you doing? Other than doing that, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Waiting for the ball to drop.
All right, your balls haven't dropped yet, huh?
My balls have dropped way low, but I'm talking about the big ball.
All right, the big ball.
And Bob loves his jewels.
See, double.
Yeah, we're.
See what you did there.
All right. I'm going to reload this page real quick and see if we have any viewers going on. We have... Oh, apparently I have to check my phone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie, my best friend, I'm supposed to check my phone. Uh-oh, got a lot of text messages going on right here. All right, so Connie has sent, I want a shout out, Connie and Tammy.
Hi, Connie. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Connie and Tammy. You told me to text you, and you ignored me.
Not cool, Chad. Not cool.
No, apparently not. Yeah, we got a lot of text messages going on. All right. So, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. We only have we have 11 minutes left. Brendan, my technician who tried to get the video working. How you doing, buddy?
Fine.
Now, you didn't get the video working. What was going on with that?
Well, this is a problem a lot of people have had with these laptops after upgrading them to Windows 8. So, I haven't gotten it sorted yet, but in order to find out if anything I did worked, I'm going to need to restart the computer, and that would kill the stream, so we can't do that.
All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Apparently, we're going to be done in about 10 minutes now, 11:50. We're going to be done at exactly 10 minutes. So I really want to get back to partying. What do you think? What do you think, Lisa?
On whether or not we should get to partying? Yes.
You know what? I feel like I've been neglected a little bit just because I've had to do this podcast. And I was going to go for like 1 o'clock, but I'm really feeling that, I'm doing most of the work here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Mullet's drunk. Let's face facts. He is shit-faced.
And you know what? I knew as I was driving here, I said, you know what? Mullet's going to be drunk.
Ooh. As you hit me in the face.
As I hit you in the face. I'm sorry.
Are you a little drunk too?
I had a couple of drinks. I did have a couple of drinks. I'm not gone, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be too drunk because I gotta be DD because I'm letting Pierre have his fun because he never gets to just get wasted and have fun. So I'm letting him have it this night since he just turned 30 yesterday.
30? Yeah, I know what you mean. Now you know what? Now. I'm just letting you guys. Hey, Jeremy. Just hold on 1 second. Jeremy.
I fucking own this show.
Jeremy, we are in our last 9 minutes of the podcast. Tell a little bit something about, just say something.
Grab this for a second, Amp. Chad, let me tell you something about this podcast. I fucking love it. I love you. I love our fans. How many listeners do we got right now?
We got about one at the moment.
We still got a listener, though, right? Seriously, thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. We fucking love you. Seriously, we love you more than anything. What were we discussing a minute ago?
Drinking.
We were discussing drinking, actually.
We were discussing drinking. What were we discussing about drinking? We were discussing your Squirtle War Turtle fucking Blastoise drink? Is that what we were discussing?
Oh, actually, yeah. I did bring up my geek drinks.
Who fucking nailed that shit? I did. All right, let's talk about what is in a Blastoise.
Okay. So basically what's in it is blue caracal, coconut rum, voltage, and spiced rum.
That's a pretty good combo. I will tell you guys, by the way, I have tried that before. It is fantastic. Doesn't your boyfriend usually make that? Pierre usually makes that. Is that right?
Yep. Actually, we come up with our drinks together. Sometimes it's just like, oh, what would be perfect? We just have spur of a moment thought. So sometimes it's like, what would be perfect to add to that? So we kind of just bounce off each other. It's create, drinking magic.
We like that. We like that. And we love that you name this stuff and geek in the name of the geeks, so to speak. You know what I mean? What you need to come up with next is the TARDIS Blue drink.
Actually, we have the doctor drink already.
Which doctor?
Well, it's green, so it has to be the 12th Doctor.
He's the 11th Doctor. You're fucking wrong, but that's all right.
He's the 12th Doctor. That's it.
He's the 12th regeneration. I'll give you that, but he's the 11th Doctor.
He's the 12th. Get over it.
So what's in this drink?
Basically, it's kind of like a screwdriver, except for you add blue caracal and I forget what something else. But basically, we do come up with some fun stuff. Like, there's one that we're thinking about calling Berry Passion or something.
What's in the berry passion?
Basically, it has berry juice and I want to say rum and I think a little bit of pineapple rum as well.
Okay. And what color does it come out when you're finished with it?
Purple.
Purple. We'd have to figure out something. You can't name a berry passion. You got to figure out a geek name for that.
I can't think of anything purple.
It's a work in progress, and a work in progress. Hey, listen, I'm going to give this back over to Chad. This is Jeremy, Chad's co-host. We fucking love you guys, seriously, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening. We are Geek Weekly, everything geek speak. This has been the most wonderful night of my life. Thank you so much for coming in.
You can actually also plug in a website that has all the geeky drink mixes. The Drunken Moogle, I think it's called. It's Moogle. It's basically, you can find anything on there, and basically what we do is sometimes we find a drink that we like, we improve upon it.
Yes. Now you're tuning in on our first Geek Weekly New Year. This is the first time we've ever done this, so this is very exciting for us to actually have a New Year podcast, which we plan on doing for years to come. I think, kind of doing what they do in Times Square, really.
That could be fun, yeah. Just talk about all the new exciting movies that are coming out next year.
What's your favorite movie that's come out in 2013?
Ooh, toughie. See, I don't do favorite movies because I like all of them for their own different uniqueness and aspects of movies, like Elysium, I think is pronounced.
Elysium. I actually watched that last week. I bought it and I watched it. What did you think of that movie?
I kind of loved how basically throughout the whole movie, Matt Damon's kind of getting screwed over, and then he's like, fuck everyone, I'm gonna get up to that planet and I'm gonna cure myself, screw everybody else, and then he kind of becomes a martyr in a way.
Now, do you actually count that as a sequel, like a lot of other people do, to the movie that was from the same creators?
You mean District 9?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't qualify it as a sequel because the fact that it doesn't have anything connecting it to the first one. Like, there's no aliens. That guy, it doesn't take place in South Africa, I don't think. I'm not entirely certain. I forget. I mean, I
think it definitely takes place in America.
Yeah, or America type city, or I think even maybe Spain, maybe.
Yeah.
They don't actually say specifically, they just say Earth to keep it, worldly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And basically, it's just basically the perfect example of conflict theory where it's haves and have-nots. And the haves have left the planet and left us to be screwed.
Yeah, no, for me, I really liked District 9. I wasn't crazy about, what was it called, Elysium?
Yeah, actually reversed for me.
Really? I like District 9 more than I like Elysium. Maybe, I don't know why, I just felt that way. Maybe I'll feel different later. I know that, like, for me, I really liked, Batman 2 more than the first one, and then I watched the first Batman, and I actually like the first Batman more than the second one. And I'm talking about the newest trilogy that came out with.
Oh yeah, well everybody's a fan of Dark Knight because the fact that it's the darkest one.
Yeah, and I mean it has Heath Ledger as Joker, and for me actually I like the first one better than the second one. Now that I've watched it, that's just how I am. And most people are like, you're fucking crazy, but that's just how I feel. Now, which one's your favorite out of the three?
Of the Christopher Nolan series?
Oh, yeah.
Tough call. I definitely know I've seen Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight a lot more. I've got to see Dark Knight Rises soon. Because, again, I only saw it once in theaters, so I'm working on it. If you want to count the other four Batman movies from the 90s, I would always love Batman Returns. That's my favorite.
Really? I have to say Batman Returns would be my favorite from the original series myself. Definitely. Mostly because I love Catwoman in that one.
Yeah, sure they gave her supernatural powers, but it was Michelle Pfeiffer nails it. She just like plays a dual character where she's like, you can see the change because she's all meek and mild, and then she just, it seems like something awakens in her, like the brain injury shut off a part of her brain, where she became just completely instinctual and just did what she wanted.
I definitely agree. Now we are on, what are we on right now? Oh my god, we are at 33, 32. Oh my god, we have 30 seconds left until the new year. That is crazy. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is...
Happy New Year.
That is my friend Lisa. What's your last name?
King.
Lisa King. Thank you so much for helping us out. Jeremy Millet is actually screaming right now. My name is Chad Morris. Thank you so much for tuning in on our new year. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Thank you so much for tuning in. We have some people kissing. I'm not going to kiss Brendan, but Brendan, it's 2013. How do you feel? Yeah! I actually just got kissed by a guy. All right then. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. And have a wonderful year. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. And we will have a wonderful new year. A wonderful new year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.
That's not right. 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 That's not